This is a T422 production. If you want to talk some Simpsons, we do it with distinction. Insert brain here. With Springfield in our vision, our spirit is embiggened. Insert brain here. Flanders, Quimby, Otto, Man, Hassa, Beamer, Fettle, insert brain here. We've got Simpsons to ponder. Here comes David and Connor. Insert brain here.
Welcome back to Insert Brain Here, a Simpsons podcast. I'm your host David, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Connor.
Here I am, back again. Oh, that's right, folks. It's another episode of Insert Brain Here.
Ooh.
This week we're covering Homer Alone, the 15th episode of the third season of The Simpsons.
Correct. And what's the original air date for that, Connor?
I'm glad you asked, David. It's the 6th of February, 1992.
Nice. Very good. Second month of 92 now. Getting there.
Speeding through.
Talking about speeding through. Speed me through a recap for this episode, would you, pal?
I will indeed. Well, you see, Marge is feeling a little bit put upon by Bart, Lisa, Maggie, and Homer. All of them.
Yeah.
They're asking a lot from Marge. And she can't take it anymore, and she has a bit of a breakdown.
Yep.
And she has to go away to Rancho Relaxo. And so Homer is left alone. Homer alone, if you will.
Indeed. Yeah.
You will?
I will.
Okay.
Who will?
You will.
Will I?
The power of hoodoo?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not doing it? You're not doing the bit anymore?
Yeah, I've lost all interest in the will.
Patty and Selma get landed with Bart and Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
And Homer ends up taking care of Maggie because she doesn't want to leave the house.
Yeah.
He does an okay job. Actually, he's fairly alright. A bit worn out from doing what Marge does 10% of what Marge does every day for a single day.
Yeah.
And then Maggie, when Homer goes to sleep, crawls out of the crib and starts looking for Marge everywhere she can.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the police find the baby and get it back to Homer so he can go and pick up Marge from the train station as she comes back from Rancho Relaxo.
Just in time.
Just in time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the end of the episode.
Very good. Nice. Concise. Covered all the good points.
David, what did you think of Homer Alone?
I really liked Homer Alone. I thought it was a really good episode, kind of revealing Marge's state of mind, considering, we're 3.5 seasons in, and she's been dealing with this for years.
Yeah.
Prior to this point, obviously.
Yeah, I love a good Marge episode, a Marge-centric story. I think because we don't get enough of them.
Yeah.
Anywhere near enough of them, really.
Yeah, exactly. I like the Patty and Selma, Bart and Lisa.
Some real gross, cringeworthy scenes there. Aye.
Yeah, I remember being sort of shipped off to an aunt's of some kind. And I'm not going to say who, obviously. They're still around. And yeah, it was just a very weird experience. Not obviously to the exaggerated level
of the Simpsons. You didn't pick up her big bra and go, "Ay caramba!"
No, I did not. No.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, it was like odd sleeping arrangements for us because it was me and my brother and sister, and definitely just a weird situation that. It's like someone who just doesn't parent being all of a sudden forced to look after kids.
Entrusted with the safety of a child. 3 children in your case.
Yeah. So, it's weird.
I can't say I've ever been in that situation. I've been looked after by an uncle, but It's like a very different, obviously.
Yeah.
Like a youngish at the time, cool uncle.
Yeah, aye.
He's played video games.
Yeah.
David, it's time for Eye on Springfield.
Yeah.
That's the whistling sound of Eye on Springfield, the segment in this show where I say characters who made their first appearance in this episode, and David has to try and guess who they are.
That's correct.
If he gets them all right, he wins something.
My freedom.
Never.
Worth a shot.
David, who is Rodrigo?
Already going off. Rodrigo. Is he the pilot for the helicopter pilot?
You mean Arnie Pie of Arnie Pie in the Sky?
I knew I wouldn't.
I
wouldn't remember his name, despite the fact that I went in the episode. I was like, I need to remember this guy's name.
Who, Arnie Pie?
Yeah,
This is not the first appearance of Arnie Pie.
I'm aware, but I was like, I need to remember this guy's name. I also was trying my best to remember the long Latin names for Homer and Bart in case you try and bring that shit out.
Fuck, I could have done that.
You could have, but too late. Too fucking late. I'm not editing that back in.
No, fuck it, alright. No, David, Rodrigo is the chef that Troy McClure speaks to. He's the chef at Rancho Relaxo.
Right.
His name is even said in the episode.
Oh, I'm sure it was. They could have put it up in flashing neon lights.
Well, they sometimes do, and you still don't get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't get it.
David, who is Louise Sawyer?
Is that from Thelma and Louise, the TV film that...
The movie.
The movie that Marge is watching.
That's correct, David. Louise Sawyer is the character played by Susan Sarandon in the 1991 film Thelma and Louise.
Very good.
David, who is Nick?
Just Nick.
Just Nick?
Got some context clues there?
Nope.
Oh, man. That's always a good one. Clearly they were in the episode a lot. If there's no context whatsoever. Is he one of the servants or butlers or whatever at Rancho? But
Nick is the owner of Nick's Bowling Shop.
oh, fuck my life. Should have known that.
Yeah, Marge takes the bowling ball there.
And Maggie crawls there.
Yes, that's correct. David, who is Gregory?
Is Gregory the owner or the person that's working at the other bowling shop?
No, Gregory is the masseuse.
Oh, right.
He gives Marge a massage and he also gives Troy McClure.
Yeah.
I love that you can tell that in the Troy McClure video, Gregory is noticeably younger. Mm-hmm. Because they've probably been using that video for years, like 5 years.
For fucking decades. Yeah.
David, who is Armando?
Armando. I don't know, someone else at the Rancho Grande, whatever it is.
No, David, Armando is the hairdresser. When Maggie's crawling around.
Yeah, the one that was doing the sort of Marge hairstyle.
Bride of Frankenstein.
Bride of Frankenstein, thank you.
He works at a Pampery hair salon. David, who is Thelma Dickinson?
It's Thelma from Thelma and Louise.
Correct, David, played by Gina Davis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm glad you separated those nice and far apart. See if you can trip me up with that one. Cunt.
David, who is Nick?
The other Nick? There's another Nick?
Yeah, there's 2 Nicks in this episode.
It was 2 Nicks. The 2 bowling alley Nick fuckers. So it's the other bowling shop.
Correct, David.
That was it, because I now remembered when you asked that and you gave me that fucking look. I was like, wait a minute, something played in my mind. The bit of the episode where he's like, oh, you must mean the other Nicks across town.
Very good, David, very good. David, who is police officer?
Alright, is that... Well, you've got Chief Wiggum, you've got the other two there. Was there another police officer that was just new that arrested Marge or something?
Is that your...
Yeah, sure.
No, David, police officer is the female police officer who takes Marge's photo and comments that all the girls down at the station were rooting for her.
Right. But she wouldn't loosen the cuffs.
Correct. That's the end of Ion Springfield. What's that?
What's what?
What's that noise?
I don't know, man. The three blind mice are dead.
I told you we recast.
Okay. I don't know. What is that noise?
Why, it's no scratching, no mice, no trivia.
The fuck?
It sounds like bubbles. Open that little door down on the floor. My God, David. It's a Three Blind Mice spa. They're having a spa day. They're on vacation, or holiday as we say.
Yeah. Oh.
I think I'll have to do trivia myself this time. There's no trivia prepared.
Jesus.
I didn't even realise that they booked time off. Close that door, give them their privacy. Very good.
Yeah, it was getting a bit weird looking at some blind mice.
I wonder if they could tell that we were there. They're not actually blind, you know. They're seeing eye. It's very ableist of us.
Yeah.
They're seeing eye actor mice.
Right, of course.
Who pretend to be blind.
Yeah.
I was against it.
But then again, you also keep killing the actual blind ones.
No, they've never been blind.
Alright. The first set were.
No.
The first set were legitimately blind.
I'm telling you, I hired those mice actors. I was against it. But the higher up gorilla told me I had to. I held auditions. I tried to find blind mice, but they don't usually live for very long.
That's true.
This bit has gone on for long enough.
Yeah.
The title of this episode is obviously a play on the movie Home Alone.
Mm-hmm.
And Homer mimics the famous shocked Kevin McAllister face when he realises Maggie's missing.
Yep.
Here's a fun fact for you.
Mm-hmm.
David M. Stern,
Mm-hmm.
who is a writer and producer on The Simpsons,
Yep.
his brother Daniel Stern stars in Home Alone.
Oh.
He plays Marv.
Alright. Okay. Nice.
The robber, the house robber, the
Yeah,
one that's
yeah.
not Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. That's cool. I like him. He's funny.
Yep. Speaking of David M. Stern,
Mm-hmm.
he noticed that most of the writers were pitching stories about Bart and Homer, and he thought a deeper vein of comedy could be reached by having Marge suffer from a nervous breakdown. So this episode was his idea.
Nice. That's good because every other episode's like Bart and Homer.
Bart and Homer get into some mischief.
Yeah, and the odd Lisa one sprinkled in there.
And those usually aren't very comedy heavy, the Lisa ones.
Yeah, they seem to be like the sort of heartfelty episodes.
Like last week's episode, Lisa the Greek.
Correct.
The man who rudely turns down the lube job
Yep.
and bluntly tells the squeaky voiced teen, "Do not touch me," is Don't Stamp the Ticket Man, who made his first appearance in the episode When Flanders Failed.
Alright.
Remember that guy?
Yeah, I remember him being in the Ion Springfield.
I've sharted, so I'll finish.
That's staying in somewhere.
Right there, don't move it. The scene at the train station where Marge leaves for Rancho Relaxo includes a brief cameo appearance of a character modelled after the director Jim Reardon. Do you remember that episode where Jim Reardon made his first appearance in the Ion Springfield, and it was because his leg was visible?
Yep.
In the
I
actual
remember
episode, and a wider animation still revealed his entire body.
Yeah.
It's a good day for Ion Springfield.
It's a good day for you in Springfield.
This is the first episode in which Patty and Selma talk about MacGyver.
Ah, right, yes.
It's like that's a recurring thing for their characters.
Yeah.
They even do it now, and MacGyver's been off the air for... It was off the air for decades, and then it was rebooted.
Mm-hmm.
And then the reboot was cancelled.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it like 2016 or 2017 or something? It was rebooted.
I think it might have been more recently than that. It was, I know the guy in it was him from Supernatural. What was his name?
Oh,
Not the one that's in The Boys.
no.
Oh, wait, you're right. I'm thinking of something else.
It was the guy
Lucas
from, like...
Till. The reboot ran from 2016 to 2021. It starred Lucas Till, who is perhaps best known for his roles in X-Men First Class and X-Men...
and X-Men.
Hold on. X-Men...
Still just X-Men.
My X-Men to me. X-Men First Class, Days of Future Past,
Right.
and Apocalypse.
Right.
He played Havoc.
All right, okay.
Remember Havoc?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. There you go. That was our... You can find out more about that on our other podcast.
MacGyver me a podcast. I don't know.
Very good, David. Very good.
Oh. Got the seal of approval from Connor.
That's a solo podcast for you. You try and MacGyver a way to get me to join you in the MacGyver podcast every episode.
That's how it works.
Using rubber bands and plastic bags and shit. I don't know. I've never seen MacGyver.
In the season finale, I just use a fucking shotgun to your face. Right, sit there. There we go. I finally
We talk
actually get
about
him on
the
it.
season finale of the reboot of MacGyver, and I have no context.
Yes.
What the fuck
He
is
has not
this?
watched it or anything, so I'm just like, right.
It's one of the episodes where new MacGyver meets original MacGyver or something, and I'm like, why is Havoc here?
Right.
Marge roars like a lion in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
She also does that in the episode Some Enchanted Evening
Hmm.
from season 1.
Yeah.
You can listen to us talk about that episode if you
Oh.
scroll back far enough.
if you really wish. If you're that
Desperate for content.
oh, you have to be desperate.
The end of the episode where the Simpsons family are squashed in the same bed and the lights go off and Maggie is the last to close her eyes is a reference to the very first appearance of the Simpsons on the Tracy Ullman Show in The Short Good Night.
Alright, okay. Very nice. Nice little throwback or callback, I guess.
Yep. Originally, Marge's trip wasn't to a spa, it was to the Distressed Mothers Institute.
Hmm.
The plot was not well received at the table read for the episode, and it was then rewritten.
For the best.
Yeah, I don't... Oh man, I'm not a fan of that at all.
No. I am also not a fan of that at all. That is...
Eesh.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. It should definitely be the spa.
Did you ever hear about... This is a total aside. Did you ever
Okay.
hear about the original plans for The Last of Us?
No, I don't think so.
Originally, the idea for the game was going to be that only women, all the women in the world became zombies.
What?
Yeah, and it's going to be like and that's why Ellie is like the central character.
Right.
She's
the only
woman, female left alive.
The fuck?
Fucking horrific idea.
Yeah.
I think it was a case of that was what they were going to go with, and then apparently a lot of the women who worked at Naughty Dog were like, we will quit if you go forward with that fucking game idea. Also, the entire gameplay would be you walking around as Joel, exclusively killing women.
Yeah, aye. Well, yeah, it would only be female zombies. So, yeah, it would just be... That'd be fucking
horrible
shit.
idea. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
In the scene where Homer sings that song to Maggie, he was designed to look dishevelled, apparently because he's meant to be drunk.
What?
Yeah,
All
which
right.
is stupid. I thought he was meant to be tired.
Yeah, that's what I guessed based off of the context of the scene. Because I know that Barney was there, but... Oh, wait, Barney was there.
Barney was there drinking, but I don't think Homer was.
Yeah,
I assumed Homer
I
wasn't.
assumed that Homer was being the responsible adult.
Maybe
That's maybe a big assumption for Homer.
Maybe we're fools.
But yeah, I just assumed he was tired because he was probably up late trying to sort Maggie. You know? But
And I
whatever.
assume Marge was at Rancho Relaxo for more than one day.
She must have been there for like a full 24 hours or 48
Couple of
hours or
days,
something.
because... Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, she did a lot while
She
she was
did a
there.
lot, that's
There was
what
like
I
a
was
big
thinking.
list of things that she did.
Bart and Lisa spent some amount of time at Patty and Selma's.
They did.
Marge's train stops at Shelbyville, Badwater, Cattle Skull, and Testing Grounds before getting to Rancho Relaxo.
Nice. Testing grounds, I'm sure that's a lovely place to be. just remnants of a village on what used to be sand, now glass.
I bet
probably.
I bet it's like that movie The Hills Have Eyes.
Possibly.
We clocked this. The second bowling shop that Marge goes to has a picture of Jacques from Life in the Fast Lane.
Yep.
The freeze frames at the beginning of the episode with the phony Latin names is a callback to the Roadrunner cartoons.
Yeah.
Homer phoning the Department of Missing Babies is reused animation from Saturdays of Thunder when he calls the National Fatherhood Institute. That was only earlier on this season.
Yeah.
That was merely a few weeks ago for us.
Yeah.
And for them.
Well, yeah, it would have been. I think that kind of reusing of animation for a very brief scene and for something not too important, really. And it didn't look bad or anything, and you're not calling back to like 2 seasons prior when it was dodgy as shit animation.
Yeah.
You're calling back to a season, the same season, just a prior episode. That's not too bad, I don't think. It just makes sense to not redo basically the exact same scene.
Yeah.
Save costs.
The first act of this episode is very similar to the first act of Some Enchanted Evening, with Marge being stressed out and it being broadcast over the media and this embarrassing Homer. They do this again as well.
Do they?
There's at least a couple more episodes where they do this exact same plot. There's one where Marge goes away and Homer's in charge of the house, and it's the 3 kids. It's the episode where I want to say it's Springfield or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love Legalized Gambling or something.
Right, okay.
Marge, I think, goes away to get treated for her gambling addiction because it's the bit where Homer kicks the door open. Lisa comes into Homer's bed and it's like, I had a bad dream, and he goes, well, tell me all about it. And come in bed and tell me all about it. And she's like, well, I dreamt of the boogeyman. And he goes, boogeyman! And then tells her to nail the window shut and kicks open the door to Bart's room and is like, I don't want to alarm you, but there may be a boogeyman or boogeymen in the house. And they end up like cowering in the bedroom with a shotgun.
Aye.
So there's that, and there's another version of the same plot where an alligator ends up in the toilet. That's like a later season.
Yeah.
But this, where Homer's in charge for like a week or two,
and
there ends up being like an alligator in the toilet. They do this quite a few times.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, this sending the sort of the sensible home figure away
Yeah.
to leave chaos to ensue. It's quite a common sort of theme with shows of all kinds, animated and non-animated. Obviously, it can be a lot more exaggerated when it's animated.
Yeah, true.
Um,
And it makes sense with how long The Simpsons has gone on for, that Marge would continuously break down.
yeah.
Homer and Bart and Lisa.
Imagine being stuck in essentially purgatory.
Yeah, they're not going to change their ways. There's some really interesting... I think this episode is just me saying other things that are interesting and not talking about this episode.
That's always the way.
There's an artist called David Cooper who does some pretty interesting stuff.
Uh-huh.
He did a comic series about Lenny, where Lenny, the character who you couldn't identify,
That's the one.
talks about his life in purgatory, basically, in The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I think the opening line is something like, "We buried Frank Grimes yesterday. We buried Frank Grimes 32 years ago." That's well worth checking out.
Yeah.
There's even a bit where he talks about how his best friend is Carl. And he's like, I don't even recognise his voice anymore. Because obviously Carl's voice actor changed. Anyway, here's one for you. Here's a great piece of trivia, David. When Maggie crawls down the street, there's a car parked in the no car parking zone.
Wow. What a fucking rebel.
Well, David, that's the end of 3 Blind Mice trivia.
Going out strong, I see.
Look, the only bit of trivia that I had left. Homer says never leave again 4 times. That's not trivia, that's just writing what happens in the episode.
True.
That's
Fair
the
enough.
end of 3 Blind Mice trivia.
Very good. Except this time, it kind of wasn't 3 Blind Mice trivia. Those guys are on holiday. Without any notice to their
I
employers.
think they gave notice. I must have filed it away somewhere in all my paperwork for this podcast.
Yeah, there is a lot of paperwork.
Bankruptcy papers.
Many of those.
Anything you want to say about the episode before we wrap it up? I haven't talked about the episode really.
No.
As a Marge-centric episode, I actually wish we got to see more of Marge.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have just occasionally throughout the episode have Homer or the kids, Bart and Lisa.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not talking about Maggie.
Yeah.
Kind of talk about how they wish that Marge was back, or that they'd maybe been different. And I bet she's missing them like crazy, and then cut to her doing like the hang gliding or just a brief cut to her doing some crazy, like having an insane amount of fun and doing one of the activities. Yeah.
You're right enough. I think the fact that we aren't actually seeing it yet really is a miss in this episode. I know they probably, time-wise, obviously only do what they can do. But
You could have cut some of the Patty and Selma stuff out.
You could have.
It takes up a lot of the episode.
Yeah. And there's a decent amount of setup as well. You could probably have trimmed that down a wee touch.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, we all know the level of stress that Marge is under.
The gap between Marge parking her car on the bridge and not moving it, and then going to Rancho Relaxo is a bit of fat that could be trimmed. It's like, what's you be doing here?
Yeah, you could have restructured this episode ever so slightly and gotten in the ability to cut to Marge and see what she's doing a bit more.
Yeah.
Instead of just a list of things that she's done.
Aye. I still keep that seam in the list, and it's like, she's done everything.
Yeah. So any other thoughts? There we go.
Other than that, no, really. I mean, in terms of complaints, what else is there to say?
Why wasn't the front door locked? Sorry. Yeah. Why wasn't the front door locked?
Oh, when Maggie woke
Got
up
out.
and when Maggie went looking for Marge.
Yeah.
Another thing is that I feel like a broken record sometimes, but that has also been done before. The episode where Mo becomes close with Maggie
Mm-hmm.
and he tells her about the Godfather. And then Maggie's missing Mo because they get separated, and Maggie sees Fat Tony do the Godfather thing, and she ends up climbing out of her window and following him, and etc.
Mm-hmm.
Because she misses Mo. This has also been done before. Or
Yeah,
not
yeah.
before, sorry.
Well,
It will
yeah,
be done
done
again in
again.
the future.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
Hmm.
All this repetition. I really loved the slow build at the beginning of the episode of the first act of Marge. It's like you see more and more and more getting piled on top of her. And I really enjoyed seeing Maggie be portrayed as an actual baby in this one.
With
She's
needs
actually
and wants and
like
et cetera.
tossing stuff out of the shopping trolley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just being like a general nuisance and doing stuff when she's not crawling around or doing a funny bit.
Yeah.
Where she's actually acting like a real young child, like a baby
Yeah.
or a toddler.
Yeah, a very Simpsons child based off of the fact that she's tossing things about and breaking shit,
Yeah.
causing Marge some grief.
Aye.
But yeah.
We don't get enough of that really.
Yeah.
Too often is Maggie in a scene where she's just catatonic.
Yeah, just there for context, or just there
She has
because
to be.
she has to be. Yeah.
Anything else you want to add, David?
Yeah, I think that's about it, to be honest.
Did you have any boyish hope someone got fired for that blunder?
No, I didn't.
Another week passed.
Yeah, I know.
David, what's your one bit of animation that you actually quite liked? Now, this is a segment in the show where David gives me one bit of animation that he actually quite liked.
Very good. Well, my one bit of animation that I actually quite liked was the start.
The opening credits.
Not the opening credits. Sorry,
Right, I was gonna
the
say,
very start.
The animation in this episode was so bad. The highlight for me was what we skip. The opening credits.
No. The just after the opening credits, you've got the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote bit.
Aye.
I love that.
I fucking love Looney Tunes.
Bart, what was it? Don't have a coitus or something.
Yeah, and Homer was. We should do a Looney Tunes podcast.
That'd be good. If we had someone to edit it.
I'm mulling over a podcast name right now. Morose Melodies. That's what we'll call our podcast where we talk about Looney Tunes. Because they're merry melodies.
Yeah.
We are morose melodies.
That's good. Nice.
Yep, tune into our Looney Tunes podcast, Morose Melodies. Well, David, I think it's time for us to wrap it up.
I think so, yeah. This has been Insert Brain here, a Simpsons podcast. I've been your host, David, and with me, as always, has been my co-host, Connor.
Meep, meep.
Nice.
Oh, throwback.
Good,
You
good.
can check us out on Instagram at InsertBrainHerePod or on Twitter at T422.
Mm-hmm.
Check out our website, insertbrainhere.podcastpage.io, and check out our other podcast, Movie House.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty soon we're going to be talking about the movie Gladiator to ride the Algorithmic Express for Gladiator 2.
Mm-hmm.
So far we've also covered Alien vs. Predator, Beetlejuice, Joker, and Terrifier.
Mm-hmm.
What a collection of films.
Yep.
Is that everything?
Oh, wait, Movie House on Instagram.
That's right, Movie House. You can find Movie House on Instagram at Movie House Podcast.
Very good.
That's all from us. We'll smell you later.
55 episodes. And that's
Still-
how long it took
still-
to get us fucking wrong.
Still can't quite sync up on the outro.
Never.
Tatty
never.
bye.
Alright. That.
T422 Productions, honey boy.